It was supposed to be just another paranormal investigation. Routine, predictable even. But what they found inside this house would leave them running for their lives, questioning everything they thought they knew about the supernatural. Every haunted house has a story, but some stories are too horrifying to forget. This isn't your average ghost tale. Tonight, we're diving into the true account of a group of investigators who stumbled into something they couldn't explain. Shadows that moved, whispers that called their names, and one chilling discovery that would haunt them forever. This is the terrifying story of the Simmons House investigation. The Simmons House had stood at the edge of town for over a century, abandoned for the last 30 years. Locals avoided it, claiming to hear screams late at night or see faint lights glowing from the windows. No one stayed long. Tenants either fled or disappeared altogether. When the house went up for sale, no one dared to buy it, not even for the dirt cheap price. A small team of paranormal investigators decided to document the house. Their goal was simple: spend 48 hours inside, record everything, and prove whether the house was as haunted as everyone claimed. The leader, Jake, was a skeptic. He'd been debunking hauntings for years, always finding logical explanations. But as they crossed the rotting threshold of the Simmons house, even Jake felt an odd chill. The first few hours were uneventful. Dusty furniture, creaking floorboards, and the occasional draft were all they found. The team laughed off the eerie stories, setting up cameras in every room. There was Mia, the tech expert, Sam, the history buff, and Olivia, the medium. Olivia claimed to feel something right away, though she couldn't explain it. By nightfall, things started to change. At exactly 11:13 p.m., the cameras in the living room caught a faint shadow crossing the room, though no one was there. Mia dismissed it as dust or a glitch, but Olivia insisted something was watching them. In the basement, Jake found a hidden door behind an old shelf. Inside was a small room with strange carvings on the walls, symbols no one recognized. There was an old iron chain bolted to the floor, as if someone or something had been restrained there. Then came the knocking. Faint at first, like someone tapping on the windows. The team checked every window and door, but they were all locked tight. The knocking grew louder, moving from room to room, as if something unseen was circling them. Olivia's demeanor changed. She started muttering under her breath, saying things like, "They're here, and it's too late." Sam tried to snap her out of it, but Olivia screamed, pointing to the corner of the room. No one else saw anything, but the air grew heavy, like it was pressing down on them. By 2 a.m., the knocking stopped, replaced by whispers. Faint voices echoed through the house, saying the names of the investigators. Mia's name was the first, then Sam's, then Jake's. When Olivia's name was whispered, she froze, her face pale. "It knows us," she said. The team decided to leave, but the front door wouldn't budge. It was as if the house itself wouldn't let them go. The cameras began glitching, showing distorted images of faces that weren't there. Then the lights went out. In total darkness, the team huddled together, hearing footsteps coming closer. Jake used a flashlight to scan the room, but the beam caught something that made everyone scream, a figure standing in the corner. It didn't move, it didn't speak, but its hollow eyes seemed to pierce through them. Suddenly, the figure lunged and the team ran. They scrambled up the stairs, hearing laughter echoing behind them. When they reached the front door, it swung open on its own, and they spilled onto the porch, gasping for air. The team never went back. Their footage was mostly corrupted, but the few clips they recovered showed enough to convince even Jake. Something truly unexplainable haunted the Simmons house. It wasn't just a place where spirits lingered. It felt alive, like it had been waiting for them. To this day, the Simmons house remains untouched. Locals say the whispers have gotten louder, and the lights in the windows now glow every night. If you want more chilling stories like this, don't miss what's coming next. Hit subscribe or watch the next video.